Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play of Panzer Corps 2. We are starting with the Axis Operations 1941 after completing 1940. And yeah, I'll be once again playing on general difficulty because, well, they still don't have that slider that I was asking about. So yeah, they're still just going on, that's just going on. Once again, I'll be putting the combat readiness to 100. I'll be playing with Ironman. And, yeah, that's, so this is disabled. Besides that, I'll have Europe on a shoestring, so that's that rumble difficulty that we're talking about. Now, I've been thinking about putting a Generalissimus campaign. I know I really don't like that base accuracy, but the game has... Not to be rude, but the game has become really easy at this point, and I don't think that this game at this difficulty level is providing a challenge that is well, maybe worthy of the channel. So I wanted to do this, but then I do want to do it from the start, and I haven't been able to find a time to start up this campaign. It would be without commentary for sure. Or something like that. I would have to see. It's all... It hasn't materialized yet, basically. But for now, you know, I'm just cruising through general, I suppose. Also to show the ridiculousness. And it is just a casual gaming in that sense, to me. It's... you know, you don't have to think that hard, unlike some other games like Strategic Mind, where I have to think about every single move. Yeah, let's import this. But yeah, that's been on my mind, but then I would start from the 1936 campaign, and I would have to play all the way up till here. I don't want to start with Generalissimus at this point. Like, you know, that would be a bit weird. But we'll see whether I will ever get to that, if I ever find the time. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm gonna do slow modernization, anti-air veteran, deadly grasp. Now I also want to get trophies of war. Now at this stage of the game I don't really need to purchase more artillery, so I'll just go for this trophies of war here. Yeah, I don't see myself buying any artillery. I don't see myself buying any air force technically either at this stage. But it's a bit more likely that one of my air units crashes due to, you know, enemies ganging up on it, I think. I'll just keep it like this. I can go for killer team, whatever. And I don't really need any of these other ones. I think Battle Academy is pretty decent for the experience growth rate. That's 2. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to lose any units here. Yeah, so whatever. I'm just gonna do that, and then getting random prototypes every mission except the first. I mean, flexible command is also quite good. Yeah, sure. Let's take flexible command here. Sure. So we can't get any of these two, but I don't really care about that. Let's start. General Knight Phoenix, it's great to see you gearing up for another campaign. After my time observing the Italians in Albania, it's good to be back with my Wehrmacht brethren. Even though we did all the work. As ever, I'll do my best to explain the tactical situations we'll be facing during these briefings. Secure Zagreb, rendezvous with Prince Paul of Yugoslavia. Bonus objective, Wagner's half-track survives. After the dismal failures of the Italians against Greece, High Command is worried about the British potentially opening a new front in the Balkans. As a result, preparations are being made with our Balkan allies to deal with this threat once and for all. As part of these preparations, High Command has tasked us to send a small ceremonial detachment to meet with Yugoslavia's Regent Prince Paul. He's currently planning to go on holiday and has agreed to wait for us to meet him in Zagreb. I know what you might be thinking, but our orders are very clear. We're just going to have another talk with the Prince. Out of respect for Yugoslavian sovereignty, the majority of your army is in reserve or on leave in Hungary. They'll be enjoying their own holiday on the shores of Lake Balaton. While we certainly don't anticipate any problems, we should remain vigilant as we approach Zagreb. Before we depart, there's a weather warning. There's quite the spring rainstorm going on, and it doesn't look to be letting up anytime soon. The rain is definitely going to impact our mobility as the ground turns muddy. The victory for Germany. Any damage is enough to force them to retreat. That's pretty good. Lightning attack, not so good. Ignores entrenchment is really good. Okay, great. They weren't as amazing as I would have hoped for, but whatever. It's trivial, I guess. Let's give all of them elite replacement. So we only have 30 when it comes to deployment slots, so let's get a bunch of these guys out of here. And I do need to make some upgrades. So this F and G model, I'm quite sure we can. Yeah, we can already go to the H model. So let's upgrade you. And then I'll have one more upgrade, but before I do that, I'm just gonna kick out some of these. $37. No, let's lower it there. If I do this to 6, that already helps quite a bit. We're at 35. I can probably make do with one less artillery. 31. And now I'm at 30. Let's move you back to 10. That will allow me to put a second recon. I really want to get another recon here, I think. But before we do that, let's upgrade one of the puck to a 5 centimeter one. And I guess I need a little bit less overstrength. Let's give it this. Usually move it out again. And get this recon, which is immune to all ambushes. It takes 3. Oof. Oh wow, why are you at 11? Alright, there we go. So I'll have one to go to these places and stuff, and let's take a look at these heroes. For them to have lightning attack, that's not too bad. It can actually work on tanks too, I suppose. Yeah, sure, why not? It's raining already. Okay, seems like that's empty. Seems like they have some kind of new mechanic where it shows the movement through your own units. I guess that's a pretty useful addition. Not as useful as sliders for prestige though, but fine. Hauptmann Wagner. Message arrived from our quartermasters back in Hungary. It seems some of the men won a bet against our Hungarian army hosts, and the prize was access to a few of their Toldi tanks. They failed to mention what they offered up as ante, but it's probably best we don't ask. A few of the Hungarian tanks will be available to us in limited stock. It's funny that I can still get the captured ones. Oh, it just shows them. Okay. I hope I can still upgrade them at least. I mean, purchase doesn't mean you can't upgrade, I think. Toldi tanks. I don't think they are especially amazing. But it's fun that they add them. I'll have these guys go down there. I'd rather have them investigate. And these guys are also immune to ambushes, so they can move however they want. Oh yeah, as for secondary objectives, we have Wagner's half-track survive and rendezvous with Prince Paul of Yugoslavia, 0 out of 7. So I guess that's these. So you can bet your ass that he's not going to be in Zagreb. My general, we should have been greeted by Yugoslavian border guards by now. The silence is most unsettling. I'm going to order our ceremonial detachment to load live ammunition, just in case we need it. You should still be able to move, yeah. There's nothing yet. But I can imagine them not liking this. These guys are just gonna be out of supply and stuff. Okay. Dead. Don't see anything yet. If it's... You know, I'm probably going to be able to defeat whatever is there with a marginal detachment. Let's just call it like that. Which means that I can probably already push my way towards some of these objectives. Which I probably should. Achtung! Achtung! Hostile forces have fired upon us! Already a while ago. It's an ambush! Okay. Well, let's make sure we get out of this ambush properly. Let's kill them. And then move back. I want this recon to also start moving into this direction. Mostly because I have no clue what's going on here and I can't actually see. Oh, no. No, I do. Oh, Sweet. Haha. The only thing I desperately want them to not do is attack this. Okay, so they are just stay put. Or staying put, I should say. Guess I should have moved these guys first, but maybe I can still kill them. Yeah, sweet. Okay, I don't need to attack this portee this way. I'll just keep them there. And doesn't seem like there's that much going on. I'll take the city later. So nothing. I won't be able to take down whatever they have there without the Wolframen. So. Did I kill that? I did. So I'll take it with the tank. Meanwhile, these guys are far from safe, but... Weird that they can just take it. Well, moving around is apparently a pretty big problem. Some commandos. Haha. These guys seem to fall for these ambushes rather often. Okay, it can no longer move. But if they want to attack my pioneers... Oh, there's nothing there. Well, that's also fine. That's not a good attack yet. They're maybe fine. Yeah. Uh-oh. So Wagner doesn't take too much damage. Yeah, it looks fine though. Okay, let's go in here, then move towards this one first and take Zagreb later, because if it's about efficiency, that's probably the best choice. Well, that's pretty good. You cannot move anymore either, so let's just do it like this. The Azul infantry want to die anyway. My General, our detachment has secured Zagreb, but there's no sign of the prince or his escorts. There's a public radio broadcast that seems to be repeating. We'll get it translated shortly. The radio broadcast is claiming that there has been a coup and that the usurpers have taken Prince Paul and his family into their custody. My General, perhaps there is still a chance we can rescue the prince. We should scour the villages to the east in search of him. Attempt to locate Prince Paul by capturing Yugoslavian villages to the east. Okay. Well, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's just make sure we get some reinforcements for now. Maybe I'll just move back. If they're gonna come here with the tanks, I can probably do a bit better. Uh-oh. I need something to go and take this and then keep moving. That's empty, so I can take it without any trouble. But okay, that's looking good. We know there was another tank around there, but there's hardly anything I can do about that. Oh, no. Ah, man. This is really a moment where I wish that I had an undo button. Because, this is gonna hurt now. In order to protect that artillery. Kinda sucks. Oof. All because of that misclick. Yeah. Alright, so they're all dead. And alright, so I certainly need a turn to repair all of those guys. And you've already moved. We know they still have a tank that's out there somewhere. At the very least. So I suppose that would be a reason for concern. Oh, there it is. Well, that's also good to know. Oh, they have something else. Oh, actually attack. It's not even that bad. Empty. I would almost say that they're making it too easy on me. There's no Biofahrzeug is suffering quite a bit. But we'll manage. I guess even on this side it won't get very far, which I guess is good. Fairly surprised that they haven't been beaten yet. But we do have time, so it's not of the end of the world if we don't take it immediately. Wow, still an ambush. This is the last one, so I don't actually need to take all of them. But I'm sure it's worth investigating whether I can. What do you have? Overwhelming attack and evasive. I got the commendation points. Oh, that clicks it away. That's something about Prince Paul not... Can we see it somewhere? No, so those messages don't show up. It said something along the lines of Prince Paul... The search for Prince Paul is futile. And, you know, we should just give up. We have taken him away. Or something along those lines. Couldn't read it properly. Unfortunately. Oh. It misclicks again. Well, there's nothing else I can do at this point. I did take all the hexes, so... And there's also nothing I can do in between here. I guess we're good. One of the few things I can do is try to protect myself, but... It looks like our report back to High Command regarding the Balkans is going to be filled with bad news once again, my General. This coup is a clear challenge against Yugoslavia's signing of the Tripartite Pact and presents a serious threat to our hope for continued Yugoslavian neutrality. As soon as we return to Hungary, I'll send a full report back to Berlin. I suspect our mobilization for campaigning this year is going to come much sooner than we expected. Historically, the coup in Yugoslavia was the result of a very complex situation in the Balkans. German negotiations with Yugoslavia in 1940 and 1941 were made with the aim to keep the country neutral, so that Germany's southern flank would be safer and easier to secure for future operations. But the terms of the treaties and cooperation with Germany did not sit well with many elements within Yugoslavia. Additionally, Britain was openly pushing for neutral countries to side with them against Germany. In the end, German negotiations succeeded in getting Yugoslavian politicians to sign the agreements they wanted, but without popular nor military support, the agreements proved to be worthless. Alright, that was the first mission. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.